I almost did not do this today, full transparency. Not because I don't have something to say, but because I'm just in one of those moments where I am definitely feeling my own edge. So it's kind of one of those moments where like the work that you teach is what you actually have to live yourself. And I'm just looking at some notes that I made, but I guess I just wanted to actually talk today a little bit about like what's actually real and live for me in this moment, because I think, I've mentioned in some of the lives that I've done recently that I myself am on an edge, and I like to take people along on a journey. And while we're not necessarily on the edge of the same changes in our businesses, our lives, etc., that oftentimes we're all there, right, in that moment right before you see things, really that massive paradigm shift, the shift in your current paradigm from the old into the new. You can get, scared, for lack of a better term. You can, things are going to come up for you. Things, you're going to start to question things. You're going to start to make things not good enough. You're going to find all of the things that you can to to talk yourself out of sometimes the thing that you actually want, because it doesn't feel safe sometimes to actually go over that edge. So like I said, I've really, I'm just like looking at my notes here. Sorry, I'll just turn my thing. You can see my reflection there if I do it like that. So for me, I'm on the edge of the edge program, that I'm running, and it's starting this week. And today I was just really feeling my own edge. I've talked about how sometimes that discomfort really just builds up, and I was feeling that myself today for various reasons. One of them is, well, first of all, I was feeling that discomfort because I've committed to this 33 days of lives, and I'm really proud of myself for actually showing up every single day, because one of my patterns, which my coach so kindly reminded me of recently, was, a self-abandonment pattern. And it's not that I don't do the things, that I don't show up for myself, but sometimes when things do get uncomfortable, I have had that habit of retreating, and not always, but sometimes in those really big moments. So for me, that's what this showing up for 33 days of lives was really about. It was the commitment to myself, not to promote anything, not to, which obviously I do promote things, but that's not the point. The point was for myself, and to really, feel that discomfort in my body of just continuing to show up, because I wanted to complete something, not because there was any evidence that it was going to pay off in any certain way, but because I had my own back and it was something I wanted to do for myself. But I wasn't feeling it, and but I did it anyway. I did it anyway because it was a commitment, and I did not want to abandon myself, in that commitment that I made to myself. Like, this is and beyond that, okay, sorry, just internet cut out, so it was trying to reconnect. And sometimes there's just that voice in your head that's saying it's not enough, it's not enough, it's not enough, and that's again one of those patterns that that comes up for a lot of people, and that I've caught myself in. And so I was looking at the edge, the thing that I'm running this week, and I was starting to feel a little bit of pressure, a little bit of feelings of it's not good enough, because I've been putting myself, out there and putting my all into what I'm doing, and I haven't had the number of signups that I wanted to. And I'm not saying that from like a victim mode or like poor me, because you know what, I'm going to show the fuck up for whoever does sign up, and I'm going to put my all, because this was something that came from my soul, from my heart, something that I was really excited to share. But all of a sudden, as I'm leading up to it, it's that moment of it's not good enough. The few people that I have in there aren't enough. What will they think? What will, I think maybe I should push it out and wait another week so I can try to get more people. And because it's just that voice constantly in your head of coming up with the things that make they're excuses. I mean, you feel not good enough, like you're not prepared enough, like there's something that you should have done or could have done differently, because you're not actually seeing the evidence. And for me, like, I know this edge, program is part of my edge, and all of this is part of my next level of growth. And sometimes when you're, expanding into new things and you're trying new things in your life and your business, and you know that you're, on that next level of stepping into something new. It can feel scary, and I don't necessarily want to say it's a test, but in a way, almost kind of like a test of, can you bear it? Like, you say you want these things, right? You say you want this, but then every time the thing comes, if you back away from it, if you get scared, or you put up oh, I can't do it because of this, I can't do it because of that, or I need this in place first, and in case of this launch, it was, I need more people, this isn't enough, I need to push it out, or I haven't done enough, so I need to do more to get more people, and those feelings that come up in our bodies. And it's just, enough is enough, right? At some point, you just have to, ask yourself, like, am I showing up for the thing that I committed to? Am I going to trust myself to go over that edge and actually do the thing that feels scary, do the thing that feels hard, do the thing that feels like sometimes crazy. Obviously, this thing that I'm talking about for myself, it's not crazy to launch something, but, the edge isn't the moment where everything in your life is working and you feel confident. The edge is that moment where you don't have the proof. You don't have the proof that what you want, that what you're doing is going to work, and you start to question yourself. And that is the moment where a lot of people contract. They pull back, and then they abandon the things that they actually want for themselves, because they make up all of these things that block them from actually creating it. And that's the moment that I was in, today. And the difference between where I'm at now versus, where I would have maybe been 10 years, well, actually 10 years ago, I went all in and moved to the Caribbean, and that was one of its only edges. But for me, it's, deciding that I don't want to do that. I don't want to abandon myself. I want to show up. I want to do this thing. And it is really uncomfortable because I don't have the proof that it's worth it, that it's enough, any of the things. But I have that feeling within myself, like this was something that I wanted to do, and I'm going to fucking do it full force, and I'm not going to throw up any more blockers. So you know what? Like, if only a couple people show up, that's okay, because they're going to get the best fucking experience of their life. And that's, for them, that will be amazing. And for me, it will prove to myself that I do show up for myself, and it gives that evidence, to yourself, to your nervous system, that you can hold what to universe, God, whoever, whatever, you're looking at here, but that you show up for yourself, that you can follow through. And that's also making the step. You can hold this too, right? You can do this too. You can handle this. You've got this. And then the next edge and the next edge and the next edge, you've got that too. And these things are going to continue to come up, but how you choose to show up in those moments, that is what is going to determine how your life continues to go for you. So, like I said, I really, really did not want to do this live today. I've dragged my feet. I was not feeling it. And I knew that I needed to do this and to actually share, because sometimes people do discourage, sharing those real moments. But for me, I think that it's one of the most powerful things that we can do, and one of the most powerful things that we can do as leaders, because we can absolutely show up and be perfect and, have everything curated and know exactly what we're going to say, because I did have a plan of what I was going to say for today, and it wasn't this. But we can also just show up and be honest and tell the fucking truth. And the fucking truth is that edge, the moment when you don't have the proof yet, but you choose to show up anyway, that is you giving yourself the evidence, giving yourself the proof that you are ready to go over that edge. So I am still running, of course, this program. So today, my edge isn't about teaching something perfectly. It's about just showing up. And, for the people who have trusted themselves to continue to show up for yourself, and you're ready to take that leap and go over the edge with me, I would really love to invite you to join us in the Edge Immersion. We start on Tuesday, and depending on when you're watching this, even if you don't jump in Tuesday, just jump in, join us. The link is in the comments. It's free. It's going to be an 8-day experience. It's extremely powerful, and I'm really so fucking excited for whoever jumps in. So if that's you, I will see you inside.